Hey, what is up, guys? This is Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. First thing we're looking at here is a chart of the market. This is the mini S&P 400 mid-cap on this 13th day of September, Thursday, 2018. About 1:30 in the afternoon. As you can see, market's kind of chopping around a little bit. Just had an exit of the BLDEM and went right back to the long side. So I'm not sure what that foretells, but as you can see from the equity curve of this system going all the way back to 2002, it definitely likes to make money, as you can see there. But we're going to go ahead and look at the market. Chart of the daily market, mini S&P 500 futures contract, 2908.25. That is the new front month. Volume's not quite there yet, but that's the December contract. And 2908.50, essentially right around that 2900 level that we've seen early in the year and that we've targeted. Essentially, as we mentioned last week, the market could go to the very round number of 3,000. We're not particularly in the bullish camp, although we did mention last week that the market was exhibiting some bullish indications, particularly from a dynamic perspective. But if you just look here at the volume, you see quite a bit of negative volume on down days that we have here, and then on bullish days the volume is waning just a little bit. So there you have it. Again, a bullish day and the volume just really isn't there, although we do have the late session to go. We're barely a quarter of the way of just yesterday's volume, which was kind of a constrictive day. So kind of a choppy environment. We've been officially neutral on the market for the last, I don't know, couple of months. We went neutral around 2,800. Expected the market could retest the early year highs, all-time record highs. It's done so. Are we going to continue higher? That remains to be seen. We did mention last week that on a pullback to around 2825 to 2,800, we might look to go ahead and switch to the bullish side. Meanwhile, we continue to look for some bearish indications to confirm. We've not yet switched to bearish because there have been no indications to confirm such bearishness, but we do kind of hold in a neutrality zone based on all the cross currents that we're seeing in the market, particularly of a horizontal and technical perspective on the chart. So, but that's all conjecture. That's pure speculation on the market based on discretion of the last 20 years of trading. But how have the MiniAnalyst.com systems doing? That's why you're here. You want to hear about the market. You want to know where the market's going, but you also want to see what the systems of the MiniAnalyst.com, how have they been doing? How have they been performing? Well, we just did update the Platinum, which if the last update we had on the Platinum, I believe in a video, was in May. And as you can see, May 7th was the last update of the Platinum. And what the Platinum does essentially includes almost all of our models. Obviously not represented here are the MADSC or the MADSCDT, which are included in your subscription to the Platinum as a complimentary bonus. The Platinum is $2,497 a quarter, about $10,000 a year. $100,000 portfolio, so your fees are about 10% a year, essentially. And they're kind of capped at that. If you make $100,000 on your $100,000 portfolio in 12 months, then your fees are about 10%. No management fee, no performance fee, just a subscription fee of about 10%. Now that's on $10,000 for the subscription to the MA Platinum. So how's it been doing over the last 4 months, essentially, and since May? Well, if we look, so here's the last time we did was in May. It was down $2,000. Actually, we can probably look at it best here, but we can go ahead and switch over. So it was down $2,000. Made $18,000 in April. May it was down $2,000. I think this was through the 7th of May. It was down $2,000 was the updated. But if we go ahead and look now, so not only did it recap that $2,000, but it actually had a $10,000 swing and finished the month of May up $8,800. So about $11,000 swing, almost. It did lose money in June, $1,000. In July, made $7,500. In August, made $7,800. So essentially, over the last 4 months, that's a swing of about, let's see where we had, of about $20,000 or so. Actually, we can take a look at it. So let's go ahead and take a look at how the portfolio has done over the last few months. So since May, this is the MA Platinum. So these are the models that make up the Platinum, which include, let's see, we have the Crypto, Marty, the Select, Mace, Doubler, SB System 1.0, HW, and Main. And those are all updated as of the end of August. And if we view that, so you have $24,765, and essentially the fee, the subscription fee, is about $24.95, so about 10%. So we're right on track to make our usual 100% returns that we target, 50 to 200% returns on average in the Platinum. Definitely representative of that with the $25,000 in 3 or 4 months, actually. About 3 3/4 months. But about, for round numbers, $2,500 a quarter, $25,000 in a quarter. So, but what's the market done? Well, it looks like the market is up about 8.6% since then. And of course, we as hedgers and speculators definitely are going to make money, try to make money on the downside. That's what you're here for. You don't want your 401k to turn into a 201k. You want to be able to hedge and make money on the downside as well. So that's what we do in most market environments, as you can see over the last 10 years. The performance of the Platinum portfolio. We've had some pretty impressive little swoons over the last 10 years. Obviously, I think you remember 2008. Maybe there was a little market hiccup in 2008. So as you can see in all market environments, in 2011, we had a nice little hiccup. In 2015 into 16, we had a nice little hiccup on the market. Definitely not represented because we also make money on the downside as hedgers and speculators. So that's the last few months. And what's interesting is right now, so we can actually go through and scroll and to see, let's see, a profit factor of over 2. I'm not sure if the Sharpe ratio, 0.94 in 4 months. That's impressive, not even on an annualized basis. So let's go ahead and we've taken a look at the market. We definitely kind of still hold it neutral. We could get an outside move, an outlier to 3,000, but definitely going to look to the bearish side at that point. Definitely a shallow pullback to retest these early session highs or early highs. So yeah, the market's looking pretty good from an intraday dynamics perspective. It's looking pretty good. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Everything's going to bullish, above trend. Definitely looks like a nice move higher. But how have the do we have any positions? Oh, we didn't even look at our positions. So currently we have positions in Krypton, not the crypto, but Krypton has a position, $500. Long position in Mace, long position in Boost, $1,500 a piece. And there you see those nice little trades. Crypto is flat. Krypton is long in the market, suggesting we may have a little bit more upside potential. If we go ahead and look at the kind of scroll through some of these. So there's the SB System 1.0 that's currently flat. Most of our stuff is flat. And we can scroll through, kind of look at the, actually I already looked at the BLDEM. And that is over the last 15 or 20 years, since 2002, 16 years. And we did mention recently about the over the last 50 years, how much risk do you want to have in the market? Now this is just a buy and hold. There you have it. There's the tech bust in the early 2000s. There's the, oh, look at that. Look how cute the LTCM Asian flu crisis was in 1998. That was a pretty big deal. That was a pretty big deal. And just a little hiccup. The market just continued higher. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen? Oh, that's right here. We've seen a market that's just continued higher. So definitely there's going to be a pretty impressive. One of these numbers is the housing crash. This is the tech bubble bust. This little bit of a hiccup. So there's definitely going to be a huge 30% pullback, essentially. And if we look If we look at the maybe the periodical returns, 38% in '08, and wow, what a 3-year period for the tech bubble. And this is the S&P 500. This is a pretty broad range of stocks. So, or would you rather have something with a little less risk over the last 50 years, no tech bust, and just a little struggle in 2002 and 2005, essentially, but you're going to have a much cleaner equity curve over the last 50 years. That's the MABH. And if we continue on, we look at, let's see how Marty's doing. Marty's struggling a little bit, but, just off of a green dot. Good time to get involved. Doubler at a green dot. Boost at a green dot. This is the product of 20 years of trading. Crypto. Just about everything at a green dot. As you can see, green dot means new highs. So there's a quick look at the market. There's a quick look at how the MiniAnalyst.com is doing. And the best news of all is if you're interested in the platinum, $100,000 portfolio. If you're interested in the platinum, you can go to the website, go to the home page, DSC. By the way, DSC and DSCDT not been trading very much. In a situation of neutrality, the DSC and DSCDT are not going to be trading very much, and as a result, they've not. Nevertheless, annualized return 250%. MADSCDT annualized return 275%. That's net of fees, subscription fees. So definitely selective in terms of in market neutrality. DSC and DSCDT aren't going to be trading that much. But go to the website, click on MA Platinum, and what you can do is add to cart. And if you want to enter code 50 off, you can get 50% off of the platinum right now. So $25,000 over the last 3.75 months. And what you can actually do is, I think we just added to cart. I'm not sure why it did that, but change your quality, double your quality to 4, and then apply a 50 off coupon. And you can, well, let's just recalculate that first because it's going to give us an error. And then we'll go in and put 50 off and apply. And $5,000 off you will save on the platinum, which is not even $500 a month. You're talking about $400 plus a month to make this much money. This is, now, of course, all this is hypothetical. These have been running live for years and years and years and years and years. But these trades that we show right here are, of course, hypothetical. We must point that out. They do include slippage of 1 tick per side or round turn, essentially $20 for the mid cap or $25 for the S&P 500, E-mini S&P 500. $25 and commissions of $5 round turn have been deducted. The fees have not been deducted, but as we mentioned, the fee here would be $2,500, but actually just $1,200 with the coupon. So, hope you guys are having a great trading week. It is Thursday, late Thursday, heading into Friday, and don't forget that we are kind of going into a period where we could get some swoons, particularly in October. That could be the start of something even more corrective because, as we've mentioned, we're kind of neutral in the market right now. Not really seeing too compelling of evidence to suggest that we're going to go much higher. Definitely want to see some corrective action to be going long on the market or back to bullish. So for now, again, hope you guys are having a great trading week. Use the coupon code save 50 or 50 off. I believe it's 50 off, and you can get 50% off of the platinum. It's not $10,000 a year. It's only $5,000 a year. You make $25,000 in a quarter, essentially over the last quarter, but hypothetical in nature. And hope you guys have a great trading weekend, trading day tomorrow and weekend, and we'll see you next time.